backpack. Michael ever turned to a big man.
I mean, shit, everything changes with time. Like, you can't predict where you're gonna be next year. You have no idea, you know what I mean? Like, there have been points, like, I've been in very, 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 very low points. Like, you know, shitty situations, horrible situations. And then my mom always tells me, like, time will heal everything, you know what I mean? And even if it's like 5 years later and you're still feeling like, where the fuck, like, when I'm waiting for this shit to heal, like, nothing's happening. It's gonna take another, you know, few years, you know what I mean? That shit does take time in some situations, but, you know, it will eventually get better. Things will get better. And also, you have to be grateful for what you have. Never be ungrateful. It's when people start to be super, you know, like, oh, I hate my life, everything sucks. But it's like, you got shoes in your feet right now, you know what I mean? There's kids who don't have access to water in the world. So pretty much, yeah. There's people fighting to survive, so live on for them, you know what I mean? Live the life they wish they could live. My message to the youth is stay aware of the shit that's happening around you, and don't get brainwashed by fucking, you know, society today, because that shit is very easy to happen.
Okay, guys, so basically this is what I wanted to explain today, just based off of what I've learned and the amount of time that I've been alive, experiencing love, for that matter. Okay, so to understand the other person's nature, understand their patterns, understand how they are as a person is the most important thing, and to have self-love while loving is a very important thing, because look at it this way. If you fall in love with someone, right, and you start to see that, all right, this person is bipolar, right, and that some days they'll wake up very good, some days they'll wake up very bad, some days won't be like the other, you know what I'm saying, that they have no control of their nature. You'll understand that nature, and in understanding that nature, you can thoroughly observe them and really watch their actions. So when no relationship or in no situation is disrespect in any shape or form tolerable, you need to increase your self-love. You need to increase the amount of time that you spend with yourself. Get off of the cell phone, get off the fucking internet, be a person and learn how to love yourself, so that way we can end this cycle of destruction, we can end this cycle of hate, and we can start experiencing more love, and there will be more love in the streets, more genuine love, more genuine care for people. You can't care for someone if you don't love yourself, and really the world can be destroyed in that way. So the only way to really be a better person and ascend into a different light of relationship or love is to love yourself. And I know that sounds crazy, but I left off. I know it sounds crazy. I know it sounds fucking hard. I know it sounds tiring. But it's better than really being a fucking like a drone and basically only living in anger and hate and living in regret. Like, don't live in regret. There's no point in living in regret. There's no point in living in negativity. Like, I'm not trying to be some fucking super pseudoscience motherfucker talking about crazy shit. I'm not even talking about religion, bro. I'm just telling, bro, you can't even be in a religion, bro, if you don't know yourself, bro. If you can't worship something if you don't know yourself, bro. You have to love yourself. You have to understand yourself. You have to take a second to sit down to thoroughly observe your patterns. Do you move when you don't want to move? Do you get angry when you don't want to get angry? You have to fix these things about yourself. You have to give a fuck about yourself, and that makes life so much better. Like, I'm learning to do it now, and it makes life 10 times better.
The question was, when you sort of first knew that you had that moment, that confidence, when you felt it?
When I was poor, man, you know? It's just like, I don't think confidence is something that you could buy. It's something that's embedded in you, you know? And some people gain it with success. That's just like the icing on the cake, but a poor man with confidence is unstoppable, almost invincible.
This new thing called classism. It's racism's cousin. This is what we do to hold people back. This is what we do. And we got this other thing that's also been working for a long time where you don't have to be racist anymore. It's called self-hate. It works on itself. It's like real estate of racism. Where just like that, when someone comes up and says something like, I am a god, everybody says, who does he think he is? I just told you who I thought I was, a god. I just told you. That's who I think I am. Would it have been better if I had a song that said, I am a nigga? Or if I had a song that said, I'm a gangster? Or if I had a song that said, I am a pimp? All those colors and patinas fit better on a person like me, right? But to say you are a god, especially when you got shipped over to the country that you're in and your last name is a slave owner's. How could you say that? How could you have that mentality?
I mean, I know in the past you've talked about, like, you know, building hotels, doing things that are beyond people's normal frame of reference.
Yeah.
They know you as Kanye West, an artist. They know that you're moving into fashion. But these things, I guess, in a way, are hard for people to comprehend because they don't have that level of drive. Do you know what I mean? Has it always been like this for you? Have you always felt like you can set your mind to anything and you will achieve it ultimately?
I always felt like I could do anything. That's the main thing people are controlled by. Thoughts, their perception of themselves. They're slowed down by their perception of themselves. If you're taught you can't do anything, you won't do anything. I was taught I could do everything. And I'm Kanye West at age 36. So just watch the next 10 years.
Originally, I went to